Okay guys, welcome to my first YouTube video, and so we're going to be putting Jake Paul in today's universe in the WWE Championship. Well, it's not quite today's universe, it's whatever WWE 2K22 gives me. He's not on the first Raw. Will he be on the second Raw with me? Let's see here. Nope. How about the go home show to Money in the Bank for Raw? Nope. Moving on to Money in the Bank now, so will he be in the Money in the Bank ladder match? No. Nope, not on the show. So far, Jake Paul has not appeared. There he is, facing Rey Mysterio. He lost. How great. We've got WrestleMania Backlash next after next week's Raw. She's not on this Raw. June week 2. Here we go. Is he on the Raw? No, he's not on the Raw. Is he on WrestleMania Backlash though? And he's not on WrestleMania Backlash. I might have to do 2 years of this. Because I was going to do 1 year, but Jake Paul's doing that bad. I might have to do another year. But June week 3, we're off to now. He's not on it. He's only appeared 2 times and he's owned 2. 0 wins and 2 losses. Demon Priest. He's not on it. Don't know where I was going there, but down to the next Raw. And he's not on it again. Where is Jake Paul? They're not doing well with him here. Oh. How great. Time to get copyrighted. Great. Here we go. We're loading into the show, but I'm just gonna come straight back out of it because I can't be bothered doing this. I'm watching the whole show thing. While we're here, we'll just see if he's on here. Nope, he's not on here, so we'll just go back out it. The worst tag team on the right there. Just one more check. Nope. We're off to the horror show, Extreme Rules. We'll see if WrestleMania. No. Jake Paul is not here on Extreme Rules. Oh. July week 4 here. No sign of Jake Paul. He's probably continuing his boxing career right now, but well, there he is versus Big E. Of course, Big E wins. I don't know why Big E is on Raw, because he's not most likely to be on Raw. He's most likely to be on SmackDown. I might end up changing Jake Paul over to I might do 1 year on Raw and 1 year on SmackDown then. How about that? Now we've got SummerSlam here. Remember he debuted at Crown Jewel 2022 to interfere with the Roman Reigns Logan Paul match. Pretty cool moment if I would want to lie. But here we're on August 3rd. And still no sign of Jake Paul since the last time we saw him. I don't know where I stuttered on that there, but oh, there he is, Seth Rollins, Big E and Braun Strowman in the Fatal 4-Way. And not surprised, Seth Rollins won. Look, wait, that is a surprise that Seth Rollins has won. We're heading to Payback now. Let's see, will he be here? No, he won't. Now, the first Raw of September. Not here. Second Raw of September. We'll see if he's here this time. Oh, he is here, and he's going against Big E, and he loses. But then we got September week 3 now. Will Jake Paul appear? No, he won't. Isn't it a surprise? Then we have no sign of Jake Paul again. Clash of Champions here. Will there be any sign of Jake Paul now? No sign of Jake Paul. We're into October now. Hell in a Cell at the end of the month. No Jake Paul. Probably still doing boxing. Wouldn't blame him. Let's see. Brock Lesnar versus Jake Paul. And Jake Paul wins. Jake Paul wins over Brock Lesnar, but he can't win over Big E. Wow. Maybe Jake Paul will start getting shown more often now. Too late to take back what I said. Probably is. Jake Paul versus The Miz. How can Jake Paul beat Brock Lesnar but he can't beat The Miz? Now we got Hell in a Cell here. Will Jake Paul finally pop up on a pay-per-view? No, he won't. We're here in November now. First Raw November. Oh, Jake Paul and Apollo Crews versus Cedric Alexander and The Miz. Jake Paul's team wins. It's his second win of the year. As I said, we'll need to do a second year on SmackDown just to make it fair. But we got Jake Paul now. An 8-man tag team match. On his team he has Apollo Crews, Tucker and Akira Tozawa. Well, The Miz has Alexander, Elias and Slapjack, and somehow his team wins. Don't know how to do that, but they won. We'll see if Jake Paul's main. Oh, it's the same thing again. The Miz teams win again. But now we're off to Survivor Series. Will it happen again? I hope not. Oh, it did happen again. And the Miz's team wins again. Like 3 times we've done that now. It better not happen again, but I'm liking how Jake Paul's finally getting booked more. Why am I so unlucky? I don't get this. We're heading into Raw, first Raw of December now. And absolutely no sign of Jake Paul. Just like YouTube. YouTube's not seen a sign of him for a wee while. I think I don't watch Jake Paul's YouTube channel, so no sign of Jake Paul again. We're nearly at TLC now. Well, he's show up here. Well, he's not rivaling with Miz now, so it's not a good sign. Will he beat TLC for the WWE Championship? Probably not. And he's not. Let's go check the division to see where he is. He's still 8th. In the power rankings, where could he be? Oh god. Where is Jake Paul in the power rankings? He is 33rd in the power rankings. So if we just go all the way back and go to this Raw, because he's not in TLC, surprisingly. Well, not so surprisingly, but not on Raw. And will he be? He's not on Raw. Like, why is this happening? We're getting close to the Elimination Chamber now, and he's not to be seen in about 4 months. Oh, he's back. There he is with Big E. Oh, that's not Jake Paul. Oh, great. Now we have the Royal Rumble. Can Jake Paul pull an upset and win the Royal Rumble? It's always AJ Styles for me, so it'd be a big surprise if it's not AJ Styles. It's Rey Mysterio. Ooh. That Jake Paul got ripped out of a win on his last Raw match, so let's see if he can come back with a good start against Rey Mysterio. No, I can't. I don't know what I was saying there, but I meant Royal Rumble instead of Elimination Chamber, but now we're getting close to Elimination Chamber. And Jake Paul still no sign to be seen since January week 4. February week 2 now, no sign. Now we got Raw February week 3. If you saw that, don't mind that. No sign of Jake Paul. But now we have. Oh, he's in the WWE title match. So close. It's Bobby Lashley that wins it. But Jake Paul would have won it if it weren't for Bobby Lashley. He wouldn't have. And Bobby Lashley's shooting well. Bobby Lashley feuding with AJ Styles, if you can see. He's not feuding with Rey Mysterio, he's feuding with AJ Styles. Shows you right there in the bottom corner. But maybe if Bobby Lashley stops his feud with AJ Styles, he could possibly have a feud with Jake Paul, and Jake Paul can win the championship by Fastlane. I hope that happens, but it's very unlikely, because this game takes absolutely forever to end rivalries. No Jake Paul to be seen in March so far. There's Jake Paul against Brock Lesnar again, and he wins. That's probably only because there's no Paul Heyman in the corner, but we're on to Fastlane now. We'll go backwards this time. Rey Mysterio's getting a chance at the title. And no Jake Paul. But here we're on to March week 4. Can Jake Paul be seen on television? No, he can't. He likes to be ghosted for now. After that Raw there, he's gonna be on SmackDown. So, after the very end Raw of this week, he's gonna be on SmackDown, so SmackDown better be prepared for the problem child, Jake Paul, to be here. That's not Jake Paul, that's Kevin Owens. We'll see if Jake Paul can be on WrestleMania and maybe pull an upset. No Jake Paul. April week 3 here. No Jake Paul. And the last Raw of the week before Jake Paul heads to SmackDown. No sign of him. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to edit shows. Jake Paul. And then save that. They're gonna come in SmackDown. And put Jake Paul into the team. Or into the SmackDown team, I meant. Forgot to put them in a division. Divisions. Yeah, it's division. It's so dry until Jake Paul comes here. So now Jake Paul is in Roman Reigns' division now. So now we're heading to Fridays. You can see if Jake Paul can appear more here. Probably not. We are now going to the first week of May now. It's New Year here. And no sign of Jake Paul. Still no Jake Paul. Can Jake Paul appear at Money in the Bank in the ladder match? Jake Paul's going against Drew McIntyre, and he starts off in SmackDown really good here because he's won against Drew McIntyre. It's a good sign. We're here in Money in the Bank now. Jake Paul was in the match. Drew McIntyre wins it though, which is quite sad because Jake Paul was right next to Drew McIntyre and he beat Drew McIntyre, so oh no. I'm gonna get copyrighted. I keep accidentally clicking it. I've done this with Raw and SmackDown now. Both in the same, both in the exact same month. And here we can skip that scene. Is Jake Paul booked? No, he's not. So we'll just go back now and head to the next week, which is the first week of June. We are less than a week away now from Backlash, and we're facing Ricochet, but we lost, so that's quite sad. Now, second week of SmackDown, 2 days away from Backlash now, so can Jake Paul be put in a match? Yes, he can. He's teaming with John Cena, and they lose. Now we've got WrestleMania Backlash here. Is Jake Paul booked? No, he's not, but Ricochet and Roman Reigns are going head to head, and of course Roman Reigns retains his title. SmackDown now. Ooh, Drew McIntyre cashed in. Roman Reigns still retains. Now we got is Jake Paul going to be featured? Yes, he is. He's going against Roman Reigns, and he wins against Roman Reigns. He wins against Roman Reigns. That's a good sign for Extreme Rules in 3 weeks. Here we'll see. Wait, it's not shown again here. Was he shown on the week before Extreme Rules? He is. He's teaming with Sheamus, and they lose. Well, I think he's 2-2 right now. I wasn't keeping track. I haven't been keeping track. So I believe he's 2-2. If you want to comment below how many wins and losses he's got during this, and I'll calculate it myself, and I'll reply to your comments as well. But moving on to week 4 now of July. He wasn't on the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, but he's going against Drew McIntyre, and he will beat Drew McIntyre for the second time. He's 2-0 against Drew McIntyre. I know that one. He's going against Roman Reigns, and he wins against Roman Reigns again. He's 2-0 against Roman Reigns as well. Oh, another skip to SmackDown. Don't want to do that. But here we're heading here, and he gets his first loss against Drew McIntyre. SummerSlam now the biggest party of the summer, some people say. Well, a lot of people say. But it's Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns now. Roman Reigns keeps his time. Let's SmackDown before NXT takeover. Obviously that doesn't matter. And no Jake Paul. This is SmackDown before Payback here. But here we go. Oh, there is Jake Paul and Charlotte Flair versus Jinder Mahal and Sasha Banks. But Jake Paul's team takes the win. Now we're going to Payback here. Will Jake Paul be featured on Payback? No, they won't. Oh, why am I going to Raw? Why have I went to Raw? Now we're heading to the first SmackDown of September here, I think. Is there any Jake Paul? No, there's no Jake Paul here, but let's go check the divisions real quick. Jake Paul third in the division, and the champion is Cesaro. Obviously Cesaro must have won the title at Payback or something. I don't know when, but here we're facing Ricochet now. We'll lose. It's not good for our division rank. Third week of SmackDown on September. And he's facing John Cena. And John Cena wins. That's SmackDown before Clash of Champions. Will Jake Paul be on here? He is, he's facing Ricochet. It's a draw and no contest, we'll have to check the news for that. John Cena attacked Ricochet, which then made me lose my match, which isn't good. As they two fighting each other now. Roman Reigns and Cesaro. And Cesaro retains. SmackDown before TakeOver in October. We got Hell in a Cell at the end. That's Jake Paul versus Ricochet. And Ricochet wins. And we'll see if he's facing Ricochet on this one. No, he's not facing Ricochet, he's not facing anyone. Now, let's see. Will Jake Paul be featured on this one? No. What about SmackDown before Hell in a Cell? Hell in a Cell's a good pay-per-view to be featured on. It's one of my favourite pay-per-views throughout the year. I didn't get to watch the 2022 one because I wasn't able to buy it. Okay. Jake Paul's been ripped out of a win there. It's happened for the third time. And no sign of Jake Paul. Survivor Series here, if you remember, about 3 minutes ago or something like that. Jake Paul was in a rivalry with The Miz, and it was 8-man tag team matches all the way till Survivor Series, which is next week after the next SmackDown, so we're going to November week 3 here. And there's no sign of Jake Paul. Maybe he'll be on Survivor Series. Let's see. Not in the tag match. And he's not there. Oh, I've done it again. Why do I keep doing this? Let's see here. Just waiting for this to end because it's that boring. Never fell asleep. Oh, he is. He's facing the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. and he's lost. Surprise! Now the first week of December here. Yeah, isn't there? Second week of December. He's facing Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gets his first win against Jake Paul. Now Jake Paul can be featured on December week 3. He can. He's facing the WWE Universal Champion. He's got his hard tongue twister when you're trying to say it very fast. TFC now. Can Jake Paul get a championship chance? No. Now we're on to the SmackDown after TLC. And he's facing the WWE Universal Champion again. And he's won this time. This is a potential rivalry. And it's getting to the Royal Rumble here. Speaking of the Royal Rumble, on the 28th of January, very shortly, there will be the Royal Rumble. Me personally, I might be watching it. I might not be watching it. But I will end up watching it somehow. But anyways, Jake Paul has not been featured. Now has Cesaro. Will they be both in the Royal Rumble or on the Royal Rumble? Well, here we have to check the news now. Seth Rollins wins the Royal Rumble. And now, January week 4. Cesaro there facing his old tag team partner Sheamus. The Bar. February week 1 we're heading into now. Either there's main eventing. But Jake Paul facing the WWE Universal Champion again, but he wins again. Now this is the not the NXT, the SmackDown before NXT Vengeance. Is NXT Takeover with a Vengeance? No, Vengeance Day. Well, I don't watch any NXT, I only really watch SmackDown and Raw. So, Jake Paul was there, teaming with Buddy Murphy. And here's his win. Now it's the Elimination Chamber. Will he be in the Elimination Chamber like he was on Raw? Yes, he will. But it's not for the title. Or was it for the title? Let's see. No, it wasn't for the title. Now we're off to SmackDown here. And he is not anywhere to be seen. Taking a wee break after Elimination Chamber, quite smart. Now we're heading into March here. Facing the WWE Universal Champion again. But Cesaro wins this time. I'm better off just saying Universal Champion now because I think I've been talking too much. The Universal Champion's facing him again and he wins. SmackDown before Fastlane here. It's Jake Paul and John Cena and they win. Jake Paul has been booked a lot more than he was on Raw. Just say that for a fact. Not on Fastlane. Will he be on WrestleMania to end the thing? be facing Roman Reigns. It's a potential rivalry. Less than 2 weeks till WrestleMania now. And he's not anywhere to be seen. SmackDown before WrestleMania. Can Jake Paul get a title opportunity? He is facing the Universal Champion, but the Universal Champion wins. And Roman Reigns gets a title opportunity. So then where could Jake Paul be? Probably not in the card, but yeah, he's not in the card. So 2 SmackDowns left before we end this video. And it's Roman Reigns and Jake Paul wins. The last SmackDown of this video. Can he win? If he is on it, he is on it. He's teaming with Mustafa Ali. Oh wait, no, it's a fatal 4-way, and Jake Paul wins it. If you'd like to see a part 2 where I put him on NXT or I continue on SmackDown, just comment down below and I'll respond to it, and I might do it. Sorry about that there. But anyways, please like and subscribe.